Vince Ferrara, host of the News Sentinel sports page on the Sports Animal, WNML. It's at 99.1, 99.3 and AM 990. I'm originally from Tampa, Florida, and a broadcasting major there. And did a lot in radio and TV in college, just working for the local cable company, volunteering, doing internships, and that opened the door. That's really the way to go. That's the way I went, interning at radio stations, TV stations. I did all of that. And to get your foot in the door, that's really the route that I went, and that's the route that I would suggest to most people, is to be able to have access to be hands-on and do as much as you can, and then have access to be able to do a demo tape too. That's huge. So that's the route I went, and did a lot of different things throughout the years in radio and television, and finally honed in on one thing that I wanted to do, and that's sports talk. Got my first part-time opportunity in Knoxville, then a full-time opportunity in sports talk and hosting my own show in Alabama, and then from there moved on, and now I'm doing sports talk here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and helping out, doing a lot of different things too. So you have to be versatile in this business, and I've been able to do a lot of different things.
And I can tell you, we will see when this becomes available. We'll share it with you. We did not have a chance to go physically pick up a statement from Pat Summitt. Yeah, this just came down a few minutes before we...
I always said sports was my passion, but I didn't really know until probably college or beyond that I wanted to be in broadcasting. I started out as a music DJ. I was a top 40 music DJ, in fact, here in Knoxville, and did it in New Orleans and a couple of other areas, Tampa, Orlando. So I started out the music radio route, but I always had a love for sports, always dabbled in it some on the side on a part-time basis. And then finally it hit me that, look, I'm good, I have talents, I love sports. It'd be great to have that be what I do for a living. So I was a little bit later to the game in sports broadcasting than a lot of other people. So if you know it now, don't wait. Jump on it now and go that route, whether it's radio or TV, the internet, with blogging, things like that. And you have to be able to be versatile and work all those things. A lot of us do multiple things now. It's really necessary to bring those to the table, all of them together, so you can cross-promote, things like that. So.
And then I've got some other fun stuff. We'll do hot topics coming up, and all kinds of fun stuff here on the Phil Show while Phil is out. So first I saw this the other day, and I thought, it's been such a week of politics. We had the first presidential debate, and that stuff can be overwhelming. And we talked
definitely work ethic, and because in this business, with as competitive as it is, it's definitely not just going to come to you. And so you have to be able to outwork everyone. And so work ethic would be number one. Two would be to learn how to interview. And I think a lot of times and there's people that are in great positions that make these mistakes too, not asking the right questions, not being able to execute a good interview, and just keeping it simple a lot of times. And remember that it's not about the question you ask, it's about the answer that you get. And I think people that interview oftentimes in sports forget that. So that'd be interview skill, work ethic one, interview skills two, and also be up on modern technology and social networking today. That's going to help you get your name out, get your brand out, and then if there's work that you do that you're really proud of, that's going to help get that out there, and you're going to have a lot of free marketers that are going to see your work because people are going to share it. So those would be three of the things I would suggest. I have aspirations to work on the national level, whether it's to be a national play-by-play announcer or to do national sports talk. Now, sometimes you can do that from one local area, you can expand nationally, and you can have a home base wherever you want if you get a quality play-by-play opportunity. So that I could maybe get some of those more national opportunities. And I've done a little bit of national on a part-time basis, but I'd love that to be my full-time thing and be able to do be a national play-by-play guy or sports talk host, and be able to have a home base in one spot. So you can do it from Dallas, Tampa, Knoxville, wherever. It just depends on who you work for and how the logistics work out. So I have aspirations to go national, but that doesn't mean that would necessarily take me away from Knoxville.